Hi children, how are you? I hope you all fine there. Students, welcome to our social science class. Already taught lesson 6, India's natural resources, soil and forest wealth. I hope all you might understood. Even though it happened, I will recall once again. Okay? In the last week, we are learned soil and types. Soil and types. Okay, students? What is soil? Soil is loose upper layer of the earth's surface where plants grow. Again, soil is the loose upper layer of the earth's surface where plants grow. It consists of broken pieces of rocks, dead leaves, tree limbs, and even dead bugs. An inch of soil is formed over thousands of years. Listen, formed over thousands of years as natural forces such as wind and running water break down rocks into smaller pieces till they become sand and silt. The topmost layer is the most fertile layer as it is rich in organic matter. Farmers also add compost and fertilizer to make the soil more fertile. Okay, students, what is meant by fertilizer? Manure or special chemical that provide nutrients for the growth of plants. Okay. Now let us move to type of soil. There are many types of soil in India and they vary from region to region. Now I explain about alluvial soil. Alluvial soil is found along the land around rivers where silt and mud called alluvium gets deposited. This soil is very fertile and is best for crops such as rice, wheat, sugarcane, oilseed and pulses. In India, it is found in the Indo-Gangetic Plain and the coastal plain in South India. Okay? Now, I explain about black soil. Black soil is formed from lava rocks and is black in color. What color? Black in color. It is clayey and sticky when it is wet. How like it is clayey and sticky when it is wet. As it can hold a lot of moisture, it is suitable for the cultivation of cotton. And is hence also called black cotton soil. Sugarcane, wheat and groundnut are also grown in the soil. This type of soil is found in the Deccan Plateau region in the states of Maharashtra, Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. Okay, now let us see about red soil. Red soil cannot retain moisture. To make it fertile, farmers add fertilizer to it. It is found in Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, some parts of Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha and Jharkhand. Once manure is added, Cotton, wheat, rice, millet and pulses can be grown. Now, laterite soil. Laterite soil is developed as a result of leaching in places of heavy rainfall. This soil is also not fertile as all its nutrients are lost due to leaching. It has to be replenished with manure to grow crops. It is found in few areas of Maharashtra, Odisha, West Bengal, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. It's good for growing millet and groundnut. Okay? Now, mountain soil. As the name suggests, this soil is found in hilly areas. It is rich in humus. Humus is a natural fertilizer that is formed from decomposed dead leaves and plants. It is the top layer of the soil. Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh have mountain soil. Wheat, barley, maize, fruits, coffee, tea, spices grow well in mountain soil. Now, desert or sandy soil. Desert or sandy soil. Desert soil is found in arid region. The soil is sandy and not fertile. The soil is sandy and are not fertile. As desert receive little or no rainfall, so only the soil is not fertile. The sandy soil needs a lot of water for growing crops. Wheat, millet, barley, maize, pulses can be grown. If water is available for irrigation, otherwise desert soil only support cactus, bushes and shrubs. Students, now let us say about our forest wealth. Okay. The natural vegetation of an area includes its forest wealth. Again, the natural vegetation of an area includes its forest wealth. A forest is an important natural resource. It has been calculated that a country must have 1/3 of its total area under forest. Okay, but in India, only 1/5 of its total area is covered with the forest. This is far less than what is required. Forests are also an important natural resources. Forest and its products are useful to us the following weeks. They give us spices, medicinal plant, different type of herbs, rubber and fruits. They provide shelter to various animals and birds. They provide shelter to various animals and birds. They provide hardwood for constructing building, furniture and tools. Okay. They provide us softwood which is used to make things like paper and matchsticks. Forests help to control soil erosion and floods. Forests also attract cloud and bring rainfall and also give oxygen. Forests purify air and check global warming. Okay, let us see about evergreen forest. Another name for evergreen forest is tropical forest. What is the other name of evergreen forest? Tropical rainforest. Tropical rainforest. These forests are found in hot and wet region. These forests are found in hot and wet region. The slopes of Western Ghats, hills of the northeastern part of our country, and the Andaman and Nicobar Island have dense evergreen forest. Where Andaman and Nicobar Islands have dense evergreen forest. All these places are hot and receive a lot of rainfall. All these places are hot and receive a lot of rainfall. As the name suggests, the trees of these forests remain green throughout the year. These trees are tall and have an umbrella-shaped canopy or cover on the top. Okay, the wood of these forests are very hard. Mahogany, rosewood, and ebony are some important varieties of evergreen trees. A huge variety of ferns, climbers, and bamboos are also grown in this forest. Okay, again one time I explain for your memory. Evergreen forest. Another name? Tropical rainforest. Another name what? Tropical rainforest. These forests are found in hot and wet region. The slopes of Western Ghats, hills of the northeastern part of our country, and the Andaman and Nicobar Island have dense evergreen forest. All these places are hot and receive a lot of rain. Now I explain about deciduous forest. Deciduous forests are popularly called monsoon forest. Okay students, what is the other name of evergreen forest? Yeah, tropical rainforest. Deciduous forest also known as monsoon forest. Okay, they are found at the foothills of the Himalayas, Sahyadris, and northeastern part of the Indian Peninsula. These forests cover the maximum part of our country. Okay, what type of forest cover the maximum part of our country? Yeah, deciduous forest. What is the other name of deciduous forest? Monsoon forest. These forests cover the maximum part of our country. Unlike the evergreen forest, the trees of this forest shed their leaves once a year. Teak, sal, sesame, sandalwood, maguna, seemal, and bamboo are the main trees found in this forest. Students, we will see the remaining topic in the next week. Okay?